XRP Future Millionaire, and I wanted to do a quick update here. I had to kind of shut myself in a side room, so I apologize for the echo because my son's out in the other room and they're pretty loud. I opened this window so you could hear the birds in the background. So Bitcoin's pumping here a little bit. We talked about the top of this bear flag pattern, and I've been trying to talk about it for days and days. We have the potential to come up here to 20,008, about that 20,850 area. If we don't break this, this is the ideal spot to short the market. It's just, if we do pull up farther from this and this becomes more than just a fake out back to the top of the bear flag, you know, the ascending triangle that we formed over here now in the past few days, then we can start to make a bigger push. But this is an area where we're in a falling channel. These are typically bearish still, where we're at right now. And this ascending triangle is usually a bearish reversal at the top anyhow. This pattern's not complete for Bitcoin on the way down. So it's going to be interesting how this actually plays out. We haven't finished the weekly divergence. So it's one of those things, like, if we can break out of this area, it's where we can have some interesting things happen. But right now, that's a bearish W. That's a bearish Gartley at the top. So even if this pushes up, we know it's bearish at the top. Again, these are forming all bearish Gartleys. Now, had this have looked like this and then came down and did something like that, well, then we could talk and be like, maybe it will break out of here. But now, even if it holds this, and it's just going to probably do something like that. So now we're in trouble. The way it pulled up is odd. So it still looks like we're getting a fantastic opportunity to possibly short this market. It's almost up to my area where I might take a shot. Ethereum's getting up there as well. Like, all of these are starting to get closer. Ethereum had top end potential of, okay, Ethereum's got a little more to go. 1311, if it wants to get up there. And then with XRP, we've been talking about this 33.6 forever. It feels like I had the targeted move. It hasn't quite hit it yet. It's come very close to my targeted move that I put in over here to come up here. That was just playing out normal. If it played out true and it would come up to about here, get sandwiched, and then probably play back down to here before we had any further movement. But that's what we're looking at right now, and that's what I've really been basing this on. With XRP, if we can get out of this range and break 33.6 and hold it, we do have top-end potential around 40 cents, and I've not yet stopped talking about that. Look at the volume increase we've had in here. There's definitely a movement in volume. Whether that's good or bad, and this is just a fake out, we're going to find out in the immediate short term. XLM, it's top-end potential on this descending triangle because we have to look at it from a macro and not a micro in the next 30 minutes, but in the entirety of the pattern. Top-end potential is 12.03 and about 12 cents until you hold that as support. And support is 0.98 until you break that and use it as resistance. So that's what we're looking at XLM. And then DGB. We're looking at, we broke out of this short-term descending triangle right now. If you break it out a little bit bigger, you can see the wider pattern that we're not even close to coming back up to. But we had these smaller parts here. I'll take this out just so we don't get confused by all of this now that we're coming towards the top. But really, when I say that we have a wide pattern, this is what I mean. So the actual pattern on DGB is a descending triangle in the weekly. You can see it. And you've got underneath support that at 0.0723 roughly. Until that's used as resistance, that's the low support. And then the top end resistance is way up here at 0.25. There's just so much market would have to, cooperate with us to get up there. But that is the top end potential. Now we're in a rising channel again, though. This is what keeps happening. Every single time we break down, we end up being in like a rising channel formation. And if you look at this honestly, you can see it again. You can see it again. It's a rising channel again. And these are bearish reversals at the top. And I don't make the rules, that's just the way it goes. And that's exactly what we're doing again. Every single time we start to come up, it turns into a rising channel. And then once we get there, so it does this. And then once it makes it to the top, it literally just dumps. And we don't know where the top is. At any point, it could hit and do an M. This could be an M right now. That's what I'm saying. These are scary. W pink into a Batman top. Like, that's what I always wait for. And even if it held this rising channel, let's say you got the 1002, now you're looking at a 4.5% drop back down. Actually, beat Future Millionaire. Hit that motherfucking like button. Consider joining Tom's Army. It's the only way to get the Telegram. If you're in any other Telegram besides if you've joined Tom's Army for $9.99 a month and message me personally to get the link, you're being scammed. There's 257 people in here. I never do advertising. I don't advertise in here. So if you're in a group with thousands of people, you're being scammed.